Sit still for a moment, completely still. Feel how solid and steady the ground is. Nothing is moving. You are perfectly still, except that is completely untrue. Right now, you are racing through space, faster than any rocket ever built, faster than a speeding bullet, in many directions all at once, spinning, orbiting and hurtling onward, and you cannot feel a single bit of it. Your stillness is the greatest illusion of all. You have never been still. Not once. Not for 1 second of your whole life. Your chair is a spaceship. Let me show you the ride you are on. It is wilder than you could imagine. First, forget the idea of standing still. In the universe, nothing is ever truly still. Everything is moving relative to everything else. Stillness only means moving with your surroundings. You and your room move as one, so the stillness feels perfect. But step back, and the motion appears, layer by layer, faster and faster. Let's peel those layers, one at a time, starting with the ground beneath you. The earth is a giant spinning ball, and you are standing on its surface. As it spins, it carries you along. At the equator, that spin is fast, about 1,000 miles every hour, faster than a passenger jet. You are being flung around a huge circle every single day, without pause. That is why the sun seems to rise. It is not the sun moving. It is you. You turn toward the light and call it dawn. You turn away and call it night. A merry-go-round the size of a planet, and you are strapped to the outside, whirling through space as it turns. You feel none of this dizzying spin, because everything spins along with you. So the ground feels rock solid and still. You are dizzy and never know it. 1,000 miles an hour just to stand, simply by being on the planet's skin, spun in a circle, day and night. But the spin is just layer one. The whole planet is also on the move, not spinning in place, but traveling, racing around something much bigger. The star at the center of it all, our sun, and the earth is falling around it, on an enormous yearly loop, carrying you with it the whole way, at a speed that is hard to believe. The earth orbits the sun incredibly fast, about 67,000 miles per hour. Take that in for a second. 67,000 miles in a single hour. Dozens of miles every second. While you sit and read this calmly, you have already traveled hundreds of miles. Since you started paying attention, the earth never slows down. It just keeps sweeping around the sun, a loop so vast it takes a whole year. One full lap is what we call a year. Your birthday is one trip around the sun, a journey of 600 million miles. Every year, again and again, and you ride along, feeling nothing, no wind, no rush, no sense of speed, just a quiet planet, tearing through space. Picture the fastest race car you know. The Earth is 1,000 times faster, and it never needs to refuel. It has looped the sun for billions of years. Now here is something beautiful. The Earth loops around the sun each year, but the sun is moving too, so you never return to the same spot. Each loop is pulled forward through space. You do not travel in circles. You travel in a giant spiral, a spring stretching endlessly onward. Every year of your life, a new coil, always moving into fresh, untouched space. But even the sun is not the center. The sun orbits something far larger. Our whole galaxy, the Milky Way, a vast pinwheel of billions of stars. And the sun is just one of them, riding a bright spiral arm. The sun drags us around the galaxy at an almost absurd speed, around 500,000 miles per hour, carrying the Earth and you along 100 miles every second, faster than you can truly picture. And this loop is staggering in size. One lap takes millions of years, around 230 million years. We call it a galactic year. The last time we were here, dinosaurs had not yet appeared. Your whole life is a tiny flicker on this immense galactic journey. The scale stops making sense here. 100 miles gone with each heartbeat. whole cities of distance, every second, and the galaxy holds billions of suns, all swirling in the same great wheel. You ride one speck on its rim, and it does not stop there. The galaxy itself is racing, pulled through the cosmos by gravity, toward distant clusters of galaxies. The whole Milky Way is falling that way. There is an ancient light filling all space, a faint afterglow from the young universe. Against that ancient glow, we are flying at over 1,000,000 miles per hour, hundreds of miles every second, the fastest layer of them all. And still, you feel absolutely nothing. No rush of air, no roar of speed, just you calmly reading, as always, while the universe hurtles all around, carrying you along for the ride. So count up the layers of your motion. You spin with the turning earth, you loop around the sun, you sweep around the galaxy, and you fly with the galaxy itself. A spin, on a loop, on a loop, on a rush, motion stacked upon motion. Your true path is wildly complicated. A spiral, inside a spiral, inside a spiral, woven through space in a cosmic dance. You are a passenger on all of them at once, every second tracing an intricate line. It would make anyone dizzy to watch, yet you sit here, calm and grounded. Your senses smooth it all away and hand you a simple, still world, hiding the wild truth underneath, that you are never, ever still. So why does it all feel like nothing? Why does the ground feel so still? The answer is strange and simple. Motion only feels like something when it changes. A sudden push, a jolt, a turn. That is what your body actually senses. Not speed itself, but changes in speed. Steady motion feels exactly like stillness. Think of a smooth, fast plane. Once it stops speeding up, you relax. You can pour a drink as if on the ground, even at hundreds of miles per hour. The Earth's motion is smoother still. No bumps, no jolts, no sudden turns. Just a steady, endless glide. So your body reports total stillness. And there is a deeper reason too. In the universe, there is no fixed point, nothing to measure your true speed against. Motion only means moving compared to something else. Imagine two trains side by side. One slides forward, ever so smoothly. For a moment, you cannot tell which moves. Maybe you moved. Maybe they did. Only by looking outside can you decide. But in space, there is no outside, no cosmic platform to stand upon. So your true speed has no single answer. And everything near you moves along too. The air in the room travels with you. So there is no wind to feel. Your coffee, your cat, your whole house, all flying through space at your speed. Nothing gets left behind. So nothing reveals the motion. You and your world move as one. A sealed cabin on a cosmic ship, gliding together through the dark. Here is the mind-bending part. There is no experiment to feel steady speed. Sealed away, you simply cannot tell. Are you racing or standing still? From inside, they feel identical. Both feel like perfect stillness. Speed alone leaves no trace on your senses. Only changes ever announce themselves. So your cosmic sprint stays hidden, silent, smooth, and completely unfelt. But motion is only half the story. You are not just moving through space. You are falling through it, constantly falling and never landing. To see how, look at that orbit again. An orbit is not really a circle. It is falling, done perfectly. Gravity is always pulling you toward the sun. So why do you not fall straight in? Because you are also moving sideways, very, very fast. You fall toward the sun and miss, fall and miss forever. That endless miss is an orbit. You are dropping around the sun, always. A never-ending graceful fall. Falling usually means rushing toward the ground. A stomach lurch, a scream, a landing. But orbit is falling with nothing to hit. You fall sideways and keep missing. So the falling never actually ends. And a free fall has no felt weight. That is why it feels like calm gliding. You are in free fall around the sun right now, falling with the whole spinning Earth. A gentle, endless plunge through space. Your whole life spent falling, and it feels like sitting perfectly still. Drop a ball inside a falling box. It floats, because it falls with you. Everything falling together feels weightless. That is your life around the sun. This is why astronauts float. People think space has no gravity, but that is not quite true. Gravity is strong where they orbit. They float because they are falling. The whole station falls around the Earth. The astronaut falls at the same rate, so they drift, weightless, inside it. They are falling, just like you, only they can see it, and you cannot. You share their endless fall from your comfortable, spinning chair. So think again about sitting still. Your chair is hurtling through space. Your bed is a kind of spaceship, carrying you as you sleep. You spin as you dream. You loop the sun as you rest. You fall through the galaxy all night, and you wake in a whole new place, millions of miles from where you slept. Every morning, a fresh patch of space. You are always somewhere you have never been. A traveler who never packs a bag. You have slept in 1,000 places and never once returned to any. Each night, a brand new stretch of space, left behind the instant you arrive. Add all this motion together. The distances become almost unreal. In one day, you travel millions of miles. In 1 year, hundreds of millions. In a lifetime, you cross the galaxy's edge, billions upon billions of miles, without ever leaving your seat. You are the greatest traveler you know, and you did it sitting perfectly still. A journey with no departure gate, no ticket, no engine you can hear, just the quiet motion of the cosmos, carrying you ever onward, through places no one will ever see again. The distance grows while you blink, faster than thought, faster than words, a silent marathon with no finish line, run for you by the whole universe, and it is happening this very moment. Since this explainer began, you have flown thousands of miles, through the silent, open dark. You moved and never felt a thing. The ride never pauses. Not once. It will carry you for your whole life, spinning, looping, falling onward. So the next time you feel still, remember what is really happening. You are spinning with a whole planet, looping around a blazing star, sweeping around a giant galaxy, flying with that galaxy through the cosmos, and falling endlessly the entire time. 4 great motions all at once, woven into one graceful spiral, and you feel none of it. Stillness is the story your body tells. The truth is a breathtaking sprint. You are not sitting still at all. You are riding the universe itself, a passenger on a cosmic carousel, hurtling through the dark, forever falling. So sit back and enjoy the ride. There is no way to get off, and nowhere else you would rather be. None of this ride will ever stop. There are no brakes on the cosmos. You cannot step off or slow down, and that is a strange kind of gift. You are held in constant, gentle motion, rocked through space, cradle to grave. You were born moving, and moving you will always be, falling gently through an endless sky.